Hello, I am Michael Sigliano, and I will be talking about producer/engineer Ken Scott. Now, you may be asking yourself, who is Ken Scott? Well, here is his story. Ken Scott began his career in the recording industry by working at Abbey Road Studio in the tape library at the age of 16. He eventually ended up engineering at Trident Studios. He has worked with notable artists such as Elton John, The Beatles, Pink Floyd, America, and the Rolling Stones. He has produced artists such as David Bowie, Devo, Kansas, and Supertramp. From my point of view, Ken's finest work would be from when he was producing David Bowie. He produced 4 albums with David Bowie: Hunky Dory, The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars, Aladdin Sane, and Pinups. What interests me most about Ken Scott is that the first album he produced was Hunky Dory, and the second album he produced was The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars. A funny anecdote from the first day of recording Ziggy Stardust begins with Mick Woodmansey, the drummer on Hunky Dory, Ziggy Stardust, and Aladdin Sane, thought that the drums on Hunky Dory sounded like he was hitting a bunch of cornflake boxes. So Ken had the T-Boy go out and buy as many cornflake boxes as he could, and with that he set up a makeshift drum kit so Mick could, quote, feel at home, end quote. You can hear what Mick was talking about in the beginning of Changes.
Oh yeah.
I love the sound of cornflake boxes in the morning. Another interesting fact about the recording of Ziggy Stardust is on the song Suffragette City. Many people have the misconception that the synthesizer was actually a sax. What happened was Trident Studios had purchased an ARP synthesizer, and Ken was playing around on it and made that sound. Then Mick Ronno played it. Ken also produced Devo's second album, Duty Now for the Future. Overall, the sound sounds sonically tight, and the frequencies are all in a good position and none are too overbearing. Overall though, Ken's production work with David Bowie outranks pretty much any other work that he has done. So there you have it. Ken Scott. Is he a legend? No. But David Bowie is, and that's all that really matters.